On today's menu, a stupendous recipe that's hearty and comforting. A deliciously earthy vegetable stew. Lei Ho Ma, that's how's it going in Cantonese. Welcome to Young Man Cooking, I'm Yeung. Join me in today's episode as we make a simple, delicious, really comforting and hearty veggie stew. Let's begin. One red onion, diced. Red onions have a slightly sweeter note, but you can use any other onions you have on hand. Three pieces of garlic, finely chopped. Chop 2 carrots into large, bite-sized pieces. Three celery stalks, finely chopped. The celery will add a deliciously fresh flavor to the stew. Chop 3 large potatoes into large, bite-sized cubes. In this episode, I'm using russet potatoes, but feel free to try another type if you like. Quarter about 200 grams of baby king oyster mushrooms. Just the same, feel free to use cremini or button mushrooms if you like. Tear apart 2 veggie sausages into bite-sized pieces. In this episode, I'm using field roast plant-based sausages. Two tomatoes, diced. There's definitely a bit of prep, but like I always say, the more time and care you put into your food, the more your food will care for you. Stock pot. Medium-high heat. 2 tablespoons avocado oil. Plant-based sausage. Sauté for about 5 to 6 minutes. Take your time, as the goal here is to get the sausage nice and crispy. Set the sausage aside. Stock pot back on medium heat. 2 tablespoons avocado oil. Onions and garlic. Sauté for about 5 to 6 minutes. Really take the time to sweat down and caramelize the onions. Celery. Carrots. Sauté for a few minutes. Make a well in the middle of the pan and add about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Add the leaves from a few sprigs of thyme. Give the pot a good stir. Tomatoes. Give the pot a good stir. Use the juices from the tomatoes to deglaze the pan. 1 cup red wine or veggie stock. Turn the heat up to medium-high, give the pot a stir. Let the pot bubble away for a few minutes. Potatoes. Mushrooms. 1 cup frozen peas. About 5 cups veggie stock. There should be enough broth to just cover the veggies. 1.5 tablespoons soy sauce. 1 teaspoon dark soy sauce. Give the pot a good stir, then simmer on medium-low for about 25 to 30 minutes. This will condense down a lot of that moisture and concentrate the flavor. Transfer about 3 cups worth of the stew into the blender. This also depends on how thick or thin you like your stew. Blend on high for a few seconds. You can also use a stick blender instead if you have one. Transfer back to the pot. Give the pot a final good stir. Plate the stew generously. This stew would be absolutely delicious with nice crusty bread. Top the stew with the crispy sausages. Add some freshly chopped parsley and you're ready to serve. You can now enjoy this heartwarming recipe with absolute confidence. That smells amazing. It looks like a warm hug in a bowl. Boy, that is delicious, and it looks just amazing. Visually, this looks earthy, natural, and just so rustic. There's so many delicious veggies in there. There's that sweet from the carrots. The peas and potatoes just absorb all of that delicious flavor in that stew. The king oyster mushrooms are nice and juicy, and that plant-based sausage that we used to top the stew not only brings incredible flavor and umami, but also an extraordinary crispy texture. There's that freshness from the parsley and a little underlying sweetness and acidity from the tomatoes. That texture is just so incredible, so smooth yet so velvety, and it has just the most earthy of flavors. That soy sauce adds a little saltiness as well as a little more umami, and that dark soy sauce helps enhance that earthy caramel color. It does require a little bit of prep work, but cooking this is so much fun. Definitely a staple recipe to get you through the cold weather. Like I always say, it's simple, delicious, easy to put together recipes like this that makes it so exciting to cook at home. If you love easy, delicious recipes like me, then definitely check out or pick up your copy of one of the 3 Young Man Cooking cookbooks. There is a print or digital version of these books. You can also check out the Plant-Based Sushi Masterclass and of course the other Young Man Cooking merch. I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check out all those things, or you can visit youngmancooking.com. If you enjoyed today's episode, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed with that notification bell clicked, definitely do so. I'll see you in the next episode.